Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk to you about the two theories in crypto that are quite prevalent, or three if you add the degen side of things, and why I think a lot of people are misled because purely they don't have time to do the research and they rely on these influencers to guide them through this web, this minefield that is cryptocurrency. And more often than not, at the end of your workday, you come to you come home and you start to look at your portfolio and then you compare that to what the YouTuber is saying. And because they have to create content, consistently they will change the parameters. So you would get a fluctuation of emotions, whether it's FOMO or whether it's, just purely being left out of the bull market, just feeling so many different things whilst juggling a 9 to 5. And I think today I want to talk to you about why the quiet route is the most successful route in cryptocurrency. And so if that sounds interesting to you, sit down, relax, get a cup of coffee, and let's go through the reasons why. And with that being said, let's jump onto this. So you're looking at a portfolio here that has an investment of $7,000, all right? And that investment of $7,000 is now up nearly 80%, all right? So not bad at all. If you ask me, this is an experiment that I started for the YouTube channel back in the beginning of the year when I started my channel. And it's something that I wanted to prove to people come the bull market, they can make money, significant amount of money if they invest in not only in the right projects, because sometimes we've got meme tokens that have no value, but they're good for the portfolio. You've got gaming narrative now, and everybody all of a sudden wants to abandon layer ones. They want to abandon projects with a use case, but that's just the flavor of the month. So what are these camps I'm talking about? One camp is you buy as much as you can low, and then you just quite silently forget about your portfolio. All right, without any emotion. You get into the projects that you deserve, like that you believe in, and you stick to it. You get to a point where you have your asset allocated and you move on to the next asset. And once you do that, you sit tight and you wait for your bull market to come. So this is probably the most sensible route that you should go. And that's considering your lifestyle, literally. You don't have time to do this, you don't have time to do that, you're not out of work. So what's the best thing to do? You find the projects that you do your own research, you're happy with. There's over 30,000 cryptocurrencies out there. You will never be satisfied, especially if you listen to YouTube saying every day that there's a new 100x crypto. You put $1,000 in there, tomorrow your $1,000 becomes $600 and you're like, okay, I'm selling. And this is consistently what happens to people. So you don't want to do that. The second route is people are, more experienced people are traders. And some of the YouTube guys are very good at getting into projects very early and then not talking about them until they do something. And then they say to people, look, we've just made a 10x and we sold it. Well, again, there's a problem with that because you've got to be really accurate. And I've demonstrated this in last week. I sold Myria tokens. I sold a small bag of Myria, 97,000 tokens. And today, the amount that I sold that for could get me about 125 million. So within the space of, I don't know, a couple of days, I've turned 97,000 Myria into 125 million. 125,000 Myria. Is it worth it? If you know what you're doing, yes. If you know how to read the stochastic RSI and do the fundamentals, yes, it is. But is it actually going to make a huge difference? Because you could actually run a bot doing the same thing and constantly buy and sell until you obviously reach your ideal bag. It has a risk, and the risk is some people will do that and trade away their crypto without fully knowing how they're going to get back into the market. And this market tells you one thing is you'd rather be in it than out of it. So that's risky. And the third one is going to a number of different platforms to look for 100x. And I see huge problem with that because the appetite in crypto. In fact, crypto is so addictive. If you start looking for those, you will never ever stop. And before you know, the bull market will come and go. All right. So consistently buying DCA into projects is the best way to become financially better off in crypto. 100%. And here's something to take a note. Okay. This is it's quite funny because I shared this with my Patreon the other day. And what this shows you is, so this kind of shows you, when I was buying things and what I would go for. Okay. So buying and selling. So I remember at the time, buying these Myrias, I just literally made a habit of buying at different prices, but buying the same quantity. Okay. DCA in same quantity. Sometimes I wanted to buy 1 million tokens here. You could see, yeah, 250K and another 200, half a million tokens in total. Move on to the next one. I remember back in October selling some of my Gala games. Okay. And over here, I was limit buying Kaspa consistently. You can see all of these orders that were filled, exactly when they were filled, what time they were filled. And this is a statement, export trade history from MEXC Global. All right. But obviously I was doing these buy alerts. My Patreons would have seen. That's why I had such a low average buy price for Kaspa. And then obviously there's selling of certain projects, selling a very small bag of H-bar here. I still have 400K in my ledger account. And then there you go. There are some really good buys. When Pepe started to bottom, we were buying Pepe. We sold Matic, we bought Glimmer, and it kind of, we sold Jasmine. We bought Quant. When Quant went to $85, bought 50. Triggered order there. Games for a living. We accrued that 500,000 quite early. Alethea, and so forth and so forth. So what's the reason why I would share this with you? Again, look at Hello here. We accumulated around 15,000 tokens here at an average price of about 4 cents, which I'm very happy about, to be honest. I haven't, significantly added to that bag, but we are way up. Same with Algorand. When Algorand went to 11 cents, we bought 20K worth, setting up limit buys. And you can see there, guys, these are all stuff that we would buy and sell, buy tenant, sell it, and so on and so on. Okay. And again, there's some degen plays here. You could see, look, I'm not against buying and selling certain cryptocurrencies. Ladies, look, this was during the meme season. Ship AI, Doggy on Mars, I'm not against it. What I am against is not having a strategy and not following a model and just literally FOMOing into what people are saying every single day. And how does that relate to what we're doing right now? Well, the Patreons got a copy of this because sometimes it's good to have your receipts. It's good to show people that obviously what we're doing in the grand scheme of things is going to work. Now, in our private portfolio, you could see here we have the same top projects. We have Kaspa. Is Kaspa still good to buy? Yep. It could still do wonders for you, but the market cap is quite big now. So what are you looking for next? Well, people are not paying attention to Gfal. Gfal still knocking around 4 cents. It's only a matter of time before that gets away from people. And then the other things, of course, Myria here, Veracity, which I think is going to do pretty well. We're already up quite nicely on it. Hello Labs, if there's retracements, and then we've got some of these new gaming tokens that everybody's talking about right now. because of that season, gaming season that's coming up. We've got some meme there. But you can see the portfolio is quite simple. It's quite basic. The one that I would be sharing more detail is this. Because this portfolio here right now has $1,000 dry powder that's going to be deployed into one of these projects. We'll probably get back into Myria as the new token unlock comes through. All right. But one thing is quite consistent here. We are not chasing stupid gains by looking at every single thing that comes about. Yeah, I will talk to the community. You know, we've identified projects that, to be honest, I would like them to buy first in our buy alerts. Then I can talk about them on YouTube, because the first priority has to be to those guys, because they come up with a lot of the content that we do. So shout out to the Patreons, and thank you for believing in DXB crypto. We've got a very small community, but it's full of quality people, and it's actually much more warmer than some of these, you know, we $9 a month. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to be a part of a nice community for 2 cups of coffee? Some of these YouTubers are charging $40, $50 for what? I don't believe it. That $9 that we take, we hire some admin assistant, because I haven't got the time of the day to monitor the some of the buy alerts and just release them. You know, I can just tell my team when I'm buying, and they can go and communicate with our Patreons. But anyway, guys, I hope you take some advice from this, and that advice is: be cold-blooded, be absolutely focused, don't jump from project to project. Work your way down to what you believe in. Go to project 1. Do you have the number of tokens required? I still see people that don't want to target 100,000 Kaspa, because all of a sudden, if Kaspa goes to $5, as some people are predicted, that could be a life-changing money. All right. Then you go to the next token, then the next token, and you fill up. You don't want to do more than 10. If you're new, possibly 5. And you take it from there, guys. But listen, you know, I hope that content is valuable to you. Let me know what you're holding. Let me know what you're buying, what you're selling, what you want to get out of. And just I hope to God that you start to understand where the game is. And the game is not finding a new token every single day, so much so that you miss out on the bull market. Because I know a few friends that did that last time, and it's nothing worse than jumping from project to project and then realizing that everything else is pumping. Every time you move to something, the other thing is pumping. All right. So yeah, guys, I'll see you on the next one. God bless you. Take care.